Okay, greetings, my beautiful patriots, starseeds, and light workers, and of course, our beautiful tribe that we are building, coming together, and gelling. Welcome to 1776 United, and we are in a worldwide revolution. Now, let's all pray every day for your family, for each other, and of course, for our freedom fighters that are out there slaying the dragons. Okay, so there was one of our family had asked, who is Virginia Guffey? Virginia Guffey is a whistleblower that I believe was a child victim of the Epstein Island. And when she grew up, she put together the real list of the Epstein playmates down there. And of course, she also put in place a dead man switch, and she said that if I was to be murdered, that this list will be revealed, which it has been. So now, like I said, we are in a movie. All this stuff that we're witnessing now has been taking place some years ago. And we have to remember a couple of things here. As of, I think it was 2020, when the election was stolen from Trump and the administration there by the deep state Democrats, it didn't stop Trump from activating many things. And of course, the arrests had started, and the war and the assault on the deep state continued. And because there was a military alliance in the shadow government covertly taking out these corrupt people of interest, the usual suspects. And that's what you're witnessing right now in Canada. Canada, your election was stolen from you by the deep state Chinese cabal, Chinese CCP. And let's remind ourselves something here. In order for any politician that is, fighting for the deep state, and they have to go through a kind of a Freemason type ritual. And I'm not going to go down that road there. You know what that ritual's all about. So this Jagmeet Singh, Justin Castro Trudeau, Christy Freeland, this Mark Carney, even Pierre Poilievre, they have all been compromised. They all had to do that ritual. Okay? Now, we all understand that, because if they were in those positions, they definitely were compromised to get those positions. What did Trump say? Trump said that he has declared total war on all pedos, okay? PEDOs. And, of course, the NAZIs. And, of course, the fascist, Antifas and all these other transhumanisms and anybody that does not obey God and what God wants, okay? If you are not a godly person, then you have been transformed into something that has become an enemy to the God-fearing people of this planet. And there's way more of us than you. So, your election was stolen. Just reassure and understand that. Canadians have to understand that. The Americans understand that. And Trump administration And the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, understands that. And there will be orders sent out, as there was, as I mentioned yesterday, to unleash a plan to annex Canada, because it is a national security risk for the U.S. Republic. Okay? And let me just also remind everybody out there that Canada was basically annexed back in 1871, and it was registered in 15 Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington, D.C. Now, at the time, that was a stolen republic, and they turned it into a United States of America incorporation. So the U.S. Republic had basically got kicked out, and but they didn't stop the good guys from, doing the things that they were doing to fight back. And now we have won the war, and it was won some 4, 5, 6 years ago. So, when Trump says something, and even mentions it, such as you should become a 51st state, that's already a done deal. Okay? He's trying to put the comms out there for any dum-dums out there that can't figure it out. So I know my patriots and my tribe understand what's going on here, and when the shit hits the fan here pretty soon, and the lights go out, that it's going to give them an opportunity to come in, which they're here already. They're already in Canada, right? They're just not all dressed up in camo uniforms in their military outfits. They have them tucked away in wherever they're staying, and they're walking around in civilian clothes. But they are here. Don't rest assured, they are here. I know they are. So, that being said, the borders are being protected. The northern 49th is being protected by the U.S. Republic Global Alliance, and they know, and they have pinpointed where all these usual suspects are, and the most the biggest criminals that have proposed the biggest threat, and they're going to take them out. And of course, the war is on all the PEDOs. Okay, the PEDOs, which we know now, whether they're in a high-level position or a low-level position, they're going to start at the top, and they're going to work their way down through the system, as what their intelligence lays out for them. So, our life is going to be saved. God will not forget us. God is not going to allow these demons to take over a country, not at this point, and not being so close to the United States Republic, which is also under God's administration. Okay, we can never forget that. God's not going to forget about the Canadians that want to be free. Okay, and everything that you do see right now is all a show, and the libtards that are out there is basically walking right into the sting operation, because Space Force and Starlink knows exactly who they are. They've already databased and databanked all that stuff and got it in their facial recognitions on who they are, not to mention their name and IPs and whatever they got off their phone. So you can throw your phone away, it doesn't matter, they're going to hunt you down. So there's going to be no place for you to hide on this planet, let alone Canada, which is vast and wide. But unless you're in a 10,000 foot cave somewhere, you're going to get found right away. So just rest assured, Canadians, the rescue's on the way, and we will be liberated very, very soon. That being said, my time's up, and we'll see you on the next one.